My name is Adam Delva. I'm a business design strategist at ICF. Before I came to the program, I knew I was looking for a career pivot, but I really didn't know what that pivot was going to be into. I think some people come to Rotman and are pretty laser focused on what's on the other side. And I was really exploring different things to see where I might land. I had previously done an undergraduate degree in political science. I'd gone on to do a law degree, and I had practiced as a litigator here in Toronto for about 5 years. There are a few things I liked about practicing as a lawyer. I was helping people. I could be really analytical in my thinking. I could be strategic in decision making, but there were a few things that I was finding I wasn't liking about it. I was empathetic for my clients and how they might win a case, but not really feel like they'd won anything. Feel pretty miserable because of all the time, money, emotional energy they'd spent going through that experience. I also found it a struggle to deal with repetition. The judicial system in Canada is very much based on precedent. So we were looking at new cases, new problems through the lens of how that would have been dealt with before. So a little bit of repetition. So anyways, I come to Rotman. Not only do I not know what I want to pivot into, I also had never heard of business design. So all of this that you're learning about was brand new to me. My introduction to it was through a design sprint in the fall of my first year, which led me to do the Rotman Design Challenge in my first year. And that kind of gave me a taste, but it wasn't until I did the business design practicum course as an intensive between my first and second years that I really started to understand how much I enjoyed this sort of new way of thinking about finding and solving problems. So that spun me into doing Kellogg Design Challenge in my second year, and sort of culminated in an independent study project that I did with what at the time was called the Business Design Lab, now the BDI, which was the biggest sort of design thinking oriented project I did as a student. So I was kind of taking these steps, and it's interesting to see Andrew walk you through the sort of different steps you can take. I was definitely kind of taking a step with each additional course or case comp opportunity I pursued that was leading me down this new path. So then I graduate. Of course, I was class of 2020, so I graduated right into the early days of the pandemic. Did not have prospects for job opportunities. Didn't know what I was going to do, but I did graduate with this new passion for design thinking and greater certainty as to what my new path was going to be. So a little bit of perseverance, a little bit of putting myself out there, a little bit of, sending emails, knocking on doors, figuratively, led me to an opportunity to work with Andrew in the BDI for a few months in a part-time capacity, which was really fantastic. And that connected me to what is my current role, business design strategist at ICF. And so I won't talk a lot about that. People might have questions, but what I will say is what we do is a little different than what I learned at Rotman. I'm of course still very much learning every day, but we take a human-centered approach to and follow design principles in sort of our work and how we deliver on projects and how we solve issues that are brought to us. We also in our organization really focus on trying to enable others throughout the organization to leverage these principles and these tools in the work that they do. So we get to sort of play the role of teacher sometimes, which is great. So to kind of tie it back, what's amazing is I still experience the things I enjoyed about being a lawyer. I'm helping people. I'm always analyzing, very analytical role, making strategic choices. But now I really get to leverage the empathy that I have, and no 2 days are the same. So that repetition is gone. So that's sort of my story.